Okay, so this video is going to show you the beginning of the shadow wheel work. And it's not in any exact order. It sort of begins where we began and moved on getting close on this table anyway, getting close to where we started to get a better understanding of the shadow wheel. The lighting in this room is not good. I have some fluorescent lights that I had that would better illuminate this area, but for some reason they produce these strange black lines across the screen. I don't know, so anyway, I have just these two LED lights lighting this area, so that's what that is. I will start from over there in that corner and move across this way on this table. And then after that I have some others that wouldn't fit on the table because there's more that I will then toss onto the table in one running video, and you can see those as well. I'm not going to give any kind of a description or explanation of what it is that you're seeing because it's too complex for that. So it's just going to be a video, and I'll start in the corner over there and move over just kind of slowly so that the camera can get a fix on what it's looking at pretty well. So here we go. Oh, here, let me get this whole table area right here. So this goes like this. These next four papers right here was some of my first pieces of information collect for the very beginning and very beginning of the understanding of what is happening on here. So this is actually the beginning. Probably should have been over in the far corner over there, but they're right here. So I have a few papers that have a bunch of different writing over other writing. Stuff erased, stuff written over other stuff. Looks like a total mess, but that's what they are. I have a few like that. Some of them are pretty big. This is kind of folding up. This is transparent paper. That's why some of these are sitting on top of another paper, because they're transparent paper for a particular reason when we were working on some stuff. So they may not be able to see so well on there. Some of these wheels on here, they have 32 segments. I don't know which ones have the 33s, but that was a mistake on my part, because I thought that they were moving in 32s, and then the 33rd one was the skip on it, where it jumped over to the next cycle. But that only happens in the very beginning, or on the 18.03 cycle. And once it gets to the 594.99 cycle, it doesn't have a skip in the FMC numbers. It just goes from the 33rd segment and then repeats back to the 1. So anyway, it's explaining that some of these, if anybody starts counting the segments in some of these and finds that they have 32 and 33, well, that's what that's about. Kind of messed us up for a while. Trying to figure out that. The answer to that was actually pretty obvious, so I felt kind of like I wasted my time on there. I'm like, what the heck just happened? Shit happens, right? Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be, I don't know how many of these are coming into focus very well. This one right here is one of the ones getting a little more organized into what's happening, even though it might have 32 rings on it. I don't know, but this one right here was actually one of my first ones of getting an understanding of what was happening with these segments right here. I remember drawing this one. I remember all of them, but this one in particular, because it was these right in here, even though this is not correct, but it was the beginning of the understanding of it, anyway, you might say. And this right here also, you can see the beginning stages of the seasonal lines on the 59,499 year cycle. And these in here are the starting of the other cycles on the inner rings here. So, okay. Let's see here. Some of this stuff here has to do with some these star points that almost make an exact star. Another one that I was chasing after for a while, thinking that was what was happening, but it doesn't make exact triangles to make an exact star. They're very, very close, and it's a moving star or moving triangle. So took my while to figure out that it's not really an exact star, and everything the Creator has works in absolute exact precision. So if it's not an exact star, then it's not a star. So that's what some of this stuff here. I don't know what this is. Is just this. This is yeah. This is more. Yeah, this is more. These guys right here. So there's that. That one. This guy. Yeah, probably should have maybe done this with some of these other ones here. because they were literally put on top of a phone screen and then aligned to some of the bars that are just on the screen with the Astrolapse and pulling up different eclipse times to see if they matched what is happening with the FMCs on the Tritonian shadows. So kind of like as a sort of a helpful navigator to kind of understand what the heck was happening a little better. Figure out lineups to what's happening over on Triton. I have other ones that are similar to this. I'm not sure where they are. I actually threw away some stuff. Not much, but I threw away some stuff. Just had way too many. Correct either, like I said. There's a process of finding out what's correct. These are some of the ones that are of the stars that almost make exact stars over these lengths of times on here. Some are marked in moons and years, and they make almost an exact 12-pointed star. Like I said, not exact though. When I say not exact, it's off by, I don't know, barely. It's like hardly off. Like barely. Alright, so yeah, then there's these. These have to do with the I have more of these too. I know I do. See these. More stuff. These are just some number sheets of tracking some stuff that has to do with this. These 12-pointed star stuff. There's a whole bunch of them actually. There's like you can connect all this stuff connects together. This giant matrix, just absolutely huge matrix of numbers that fit within these. You can find these stars over huge amounts of time or over short amounts of time. That's what some of this is. As you can see, they're also not completed. That's something that happened a lot for me too, because I would just start on a paper someplace and then, start to see what starts to emerge. And I'd already see what's happening, so I would stop. working on the paper because I already know what's going on there, and so I have a lot of incomplete papers like this. Mm. This one moves across this way. And what it does, it has to do with the star points also. You see right here it's moving. Let's see, it's been a long time since I've looked at these. Yeah, these are the dates down on the bottom. These are their FMC numbers here. The star point numbers going across that way. The reason why there's different writings on here of stuff moving in these strange directions is because for one thing, there's different ways you can connect these star points together. So it's a process of finding these exact patterns in your in their movement. Sometimes I get things wrong, and then in the way the pattern moves, and it wouldn't show itself for a little while. So I had to do some corrections and stuff. And anyway, that's what some of that stuff is about. For some reason, there's some bee or something flying around the guy. My door is open behind me there, and just some giant yellow jacket was flying around my head. Alright, what do we got down here? These, some stuff having to do with star points. This is all my writing on here. I'm the one that's drawing all this stuff. So anyway, I think that's about it for this video. So I have loads and loads more stuff to show on every single one of the drawings that's been created. This all has to do only with the shadow wheels, and I have many other types of drawings that also have this whole process here of stuff that led up to each one of the drawings. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Okay, so as I was packing up all my papers, I had another little stack over there that I was intending to drop these on top of the table here, and as soon as I started to pack stuff up, I saw the little stack there. I'm like, did I even put those out? Or look back at the video and they're not there. So anyway, there's a few more here to show you. There's that one. These are just, don't have much on, but I thought I'd show them to you anyways. It's different stuff. This, that. My writing is very bad when I write really fast. I can write much clearer than I do, but most of the time I just write really quickly. Most of the time when I'm writing this stuff, I'm just writing it so that I can see and understand what it is. It's not written in a way for people to, be able to see it clearly. I was doing this and had no thought or plan or even idea that I was going to be making any videos on these particular papers. So okay. Oh, that's it. So thanks for watching.